Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. We are here in Helm's Deep after defending the Deeping Coombe, and now we're going to find out what else we have in store for us this night.
I have still not found Gimli.
I haven't found Gimli, but I heard tell that he might have pushed back into the glittering caves during the fighting. He's a staunch fellow, but the fighting is very heavy around the caves. Alright, that is true, I presume.
I know that Gimli can handle himself in battle, but still I worry for him.
If you can make your way to the glittering caves, I would ask that you do so. Keep an eye on our friend. I fear that at times his desire for battle and thirst of his axe may cloud his judgment. He may get in over his head. I'm trying to wonder whether or not that's a joke on his stature. I ask that you do not repeat my unfortunate choice of words, Pine Leaf. Well, especially considering that you're telling this to a hobbit. But if you could bring Gimli back to safety, I would be glad to relearn my manners at his request. The entrance to the caves is south of the deeping wall, where the stream runs down out to the mountains. All right, I will look for Gimli in the glittering caves. I think I found the glittering caves because it's a cave and it looks like it's glittering. I think those are the main qualifications in order to get that name. Now, let's see if I can find Gimli anywhere. Look at that! I not only found Gimli, but I also found Éomer. How about that for a twofer? Hello there, Gimli.
Look around you, my friend. Have you ever seen such a place?
Elmer spoke at great length of the fields and grasslands of this kingdom, but he failed to speak of his greatest of wonders. See how the cavern shines in the half light. With a dozen of my people, I could fashion such delights from the walls and ceilings that it would steal the breath of even Legolas or any of his kin. But there's little time to admire the sights. There's fighting to be done. Those who are not warriors shelter now in this cavern, and we must protect them, or none else will. Speak to me when you're ready to join this battle once again. Right.
We must make safe these caves before the next attack begins.
Come with me, and we'll ensure that the safety of this cavern is no phantom. All right, let's go and protect the glittering caves.
Do not be blinded by the beauty of the glittering caves, my friend. We must see to the safety of the folk that shelter here.
The natural beauty of this place takes my breath away, but we have an important errand here that we cannot stop to hold our mouths agape. Let us proceed and ensure that nothing lurks here to threaten the folk that shelter in these caves. All right. This way, we must make safe this cavern. Now, this is not one of the storied things. Did you hear that? There is something up ahead, surely. Mm-hmm. This is an instance that's always been there. Let's see who's up ahead. Who goes there? Hello, child of the Westfold. This small girl waves you off your inquiry, dismissing your questions with a toss of her hair. There's no time to talk. My mother is with the other folk at the Westfold, hiding in the cave, but I heard something back here, and I came to see what it was. Do you know what I found? Villains! Villains from Dunland! Villains from Dunland. Well, oh, Lou Brennan! Oh, good, ready your weapons! You must be getting near to shelter, Brennan. Pine Leaf! Did you desire so badly to die at my hands? Why else does your path so often cross with mine? Speaking of cross, I'm cross that you are in this area at all. Excuse me while I eat. Like Lou Brent's going to get a chance to eat. We come once more face to face, Pineleaf, and once more you'll find yourself overmatched. Before you stands the finest of my warriors, and I am the strongest of them all. None know the high mountain paths and the deep tunnels as well as the Hebogluth, and we have put that knowledge to good use. I have been promised a king's reward by my ally Saruman for the death of Rohan's people, and you will not stop me. I know its women and children shelter in the caves behind you, and my force of loyal falcons will kill any they find. You think to stop me with such allies as I see before me? A single dwarf and one child? Well, it's a possibility. How do you know whether she's a child or another hobbit warrior? How about that? I do not know these others. I am Gimli, son of Gloin, but this is no concern of yours. If you creep into these caves to do harm to us folk, it is my axe you will meet instead. Dwarves. Who is the blustering man Pineleaf? He's no friend of yours, and that makes him no friend of mine. I do not like his words or his tone. Let us teach him not to ally with wizards who cannot tell the difference between evil and good. Well, yeah, I'll tell you, I could save the story about him at some point. I thought to find this cave filled with unarmed horse folk, but your presence changes nothing. Kill them, my warriors! Well, alright. You try to kill me, and I'll try to kill you back. The talons of the falcon! The talons of the falcon will take your life. Well, we'll see about that. If I remember correctly, I helped to make some of that armor you've got, so guess who knows the weaknesses? I'm ashamed to call you Hebok Luth! Fight on! Alright. Death to the foes of the falcon! Oh, boy. Well, we'll get you all down. That's for you. That's for you. Well, what do you say about that, Lou Brennan? You're running out of warriors. You fight like boar, not falcons. These are my warriors? Over here. I have something to tell you. Yeah? You can do it, Pineleaf. Great. I'm getting inspirational speeches from a child. I don't know what you can defeat this villain. Yes, stand strong for Rohan and for Theoden King. This girl knows nothing about Lou Brenny's treachery in Dunland, but her belief in me, combined with the Falcon clan's crimes, result in the restoration of my morale. Alright, fine. Well, what do you got to say? I believe in you. Oh, wonderful. I should never have let you leave Town Methedras alive. Now I will remedy that mistake. I will do myself what my warriors could not do. Are you sure about that? I'll take care of you. One of the strangest solo boss fights I ever remember. You strike hard, but it will not be enough. Yeah. Where he comes back with a little bit less morale than he had before. Fully healed, but with less morale than before. He's at 80. Actually, it should. Ouch! 88. There he leaves with 106 max and 88. Well, there, and he comes back with 47 max. So his morale's lower than it was before. And of course, he's demoted the signature, which is the other thing. As I said, one of the strangest solo boss fights I can recall. You will not win! Well, which is why you come up with a "Hey, no fair!" How many of your friends have I slain, Pineleaf? I will not stop now. I will continue until none remain, and Saruman will pay me a sum worthy of a dragon hordes for the favor. Hmm. It's the end of you, Pineleaf. I mean, I was about to say I survived all your onslaughts before, but you seem to have a way of knocking me out on occasion with your 47,000 morale. Hey, one more time of you going green and coming back, you should have a lower morale than I do. How about that? Yeah, there you go. Alright, that should bring you down to 23, see? Now that should make things a whole lot easier. Are you done yet? Ha 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 ha. Over here, something to tell you, yeah? This man is less than a worm, Pineleaf. He is no man at all, but a thrall of Saruman's, thinking only for the reward and caring nothing about anyone, not for the people of his tribe with whom he should have been a bond, but nor for this people who have done him no wrong. I will not let him threaten my family or my king. What, she's been carrying a sword with her all this time? Good grief. No, I will not mourn his passing. He thought to do much evil. Yeah, there is that. Oh, good to see that you're all right, Gimli. Even the children of Rohan fight against their enemies when pressed. It fills my heart with pride to see it, for a child under the mountain would do the same. I'm impressed. Already I engage in a competition with Leglos. Need I now wager with this child as well? uh, Alright, nice hit. No one threatens my land, my king, or my family, Hobbit. Any villains who had better run back to the Wizard Master. Future Shield Maiden indeed. At least we're done with Lou Brennan now, and hopefully done with the Falcon Clan.
I do not like that there are tunnels through which our enemies can pass.
I don't like that there are tunnels here, but we can't seal them. If the battle turns ill, we may need to bring as many folk as we can through those passages and out of the caverns. At least we have dealt with one threat. But on this night, I will not be surprised if 3 more dangers leapt to take their place, now vacated by this one. Well, there is that.
The battle will soon be upon us.
We must protect the folk that shelter here, or I will bring shame upon my name, that of my father, and that of my king. The orcs and wild men have no place for defiling this magnificent cavern, Pineleaf. Let us cast them out and send them howling back to their wizard master. Very well. And it looks like Aylmer has the story tale this time. Ah, there you are.
The folk sheltering in the caves will be defenseless if the battle goes against us. Protect them, my friend.
I spit on the memory of this Dunlending chief, Pineleaf. He sought to surprise my people from the rear, breaking into their haven of safety and putting them to the sword under the cover of darkness. He deserves a coward's death, and I am pleased that he received it. I have sent some scouts from the furthest reaches of the caves in order to find the place where this craven Dunlending entered, that they may collapse it and any others that they find. We can't allow any more enemies to get behind the folk who shelter here. While my scouts undertake this mission, I ask that you reassure those who hide here that Theoden's warriors will keep them safe. Will you do that for me, my friend? All right, fine. There is still hope for Rohan. Still hope for Rohan. What do you say? Yeah. All right. Let's do some reassuring. Do the men here still fight? Can we hope to win? Well, yeah. Maybe we could get some hope given by that girl who helped us with Lou Brennan. All right, sheltering mother. There has been little word from outside since the fighting started. Well, there is that little detail. Maybe you don't want to hear all the word. All right, a little bit more reassuring. There's a great booming sound and the earth shook. Do you know what it was? You don't want to know. And another sheltering mother. And I thank you for the kindness of your words, even if they are lies. Yes, I know of the Dunlendings and that attempt to sneak into the caves. This is my daughter, Leofa. It was she who stood with you and the dwarf against the Dunlending chief, and she has told me everything. Well, how about that? Do you think to hide such dangers from the women of Rohan? We will fight and die for this land if we must, no less eagerly than any of our men. If you think otherwise, you shame yourself. I think I know where she gets it from. Yes, if the enemy finds us here, we will fight to protect the honor of Theoden King and of Rohan. So it has always been, and so it will be. Well, Ardith. Well, she's certainly ardent, that's for sure. My daughter Leofa will fight, and so will I. Well, yeah, I found that she's quite capable of doing that. Hello again, Pineleaf. Actually, slightly taller than I am. It is nice to meet in less dangerous circumstances, even if the reprieve won't last for very long. I will fight 100 Dunlending chiefs and as many orcs, if that is what it takes to protect my mother or my father. You came to the caves only recently. Did you hear any news of my father while you were outside? His name is Chinridge, and he has a distinctive wooden shield given to him by a great hero before I was born. Its edges are trimmed with gold, and it bears the embossed horse's head in the center. He is very brave. Yeah, I fought alongside with him at Helm's Deep earlier in the evening, but I haven't seen him since then. Ah, well, I'm sure that he is still fighting. He's a very brave man, you know. Right. She gets it from both her parents. All right, now, what do you say, Gimli? I hope you're ready for some more fighting, Pineleaf. One of Amer's scouting parties did not come back when expected, and we went in search for of it. It seems to me that the may have found the foes for which they were searching, and now the enemies may think to ensnare Aylmer. Let us go after him. All right, fine. Follow me and keep your weapon ready. At least I have someone to follow this time, because when you do the epic battle, oh boy, this is a real painful epic battle. That's all I gotta say about that one. Oh boy. The number of times you get lost, go down a wrong path, and auto die and all that stuff. I think I've gotten lost in this epic battle more than all the others combined, and I could quite assure you that I'm very capable of getting lost in the others also. It's just this is the one where I get lost most often. But I don't have to do it anymore, because we've got this instance. There you go. Just deal with a few orcs, and we'll eventually find our way around here. Good. Next! Ooh-hoo! More orcs. No huge surprise. This place is packed with orcs. Or, let's see. Oh. Raging with orcs. Lousy with orcs. Filled with orcs. All sorts of. I'm just trying to think of an optimal adjective there. Hello there, we have come to assist you, Horse Lord. I have located my missing scouts, Pineleaf, but I was not the first to find them. The spiders found them first. Free my men and let these creatures know that the caves have belonged to Rohan and its people. Defeat spiders and free Aomer's scouts. Oh, the spiders. Cave spiders. Well, I can deal with spiders, right? I'm sure I can do that. Anything else we can do while we're here? Kill spiders. Defeated spiders in the glittering caves. We could just hope that they haven't sucked any. I don't think they've had time to really suck any of them dry yet. There you go. And well, he's alive. All right, good. I do wonder though about having a felt heavily armored for a scout. I'm just saying. All right, we'll have to deal with that. Hey, now take it. Now for this one, see it's one down. Or all right, that's two. Oh, now they're going to come. I'm sure there's going to be a boss spider at this point. Probably the similar to the boss spider you have in the epic battle version, if assuming you get that side encounter. At least they're not chasing after the crystals as they do in the side encounter. And that is 3. Oh, hello. I didn't see you. Sorry. I tried a bit of a sound there. Is that something falling or? Yeah, not too sure what that sound is. Probably something nasty. Alright, that is 3. And now there. Oh, yes, of course. More spiders. Oh. I meant to give him that bleed before doing that, but alright. And I completely whiffed at giving the bleed in the first place. Really? I should worry about killing the spiders and not trying to do anything fancy, I guess. Now, the last of the... one more spider then. Oh. He runs in the other way. Kalimmer, I have his will in hand. Ah, alright. If you say so. Fine, I'll go tell Amber that you have it well in hand. Back to Amber. Actually, let's see. I should be able to make it all the way back at full speed. At Warden speed! Yeah. And here is Amber. Very well. Rescued scouts killed spiders. The folk sheltering in the cave should now be safe from attackers thinking to surprise us from the tunnels of the mountains. But there are still foes in the deep. We are needed outside, my friend. We need to head back outside. Will we be able to protect the Hornburg? We have to find that out in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.